Look at this, the Democratic Alliance announcing sweeping changes to its parliamentary caucus. Siviwe Gwarube has been named as the party's new chief whip in the National Assembly. Natasha Mazzoni, who held the position since October 2019, will now serve as the party's representative in this Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence. Other changes include Nuku Masipa, who is now the new spokesperson for agriculture. Diane Kohler-Barnard is the party's new spokesperson for communication. And the DA's newest member of parliament, Marina van Zyl, will be an additional member on the Committee on Basic Education. Well, let's get straight into that conversation now. We're joined by the new DA Chief Whip, Siviwe Gwarube. Siviwe, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. Firstly, congratulations. Is this a promotion? It looks like it is.
Thank you very much, Kathy, and good evening to your viewers. Yeah, I think it's a huge responsibility. It's leading a caucus of 96 members in the National Assembly. And obviously, as the chief whip of the official opposition, making sure that you also have your eyes cast a little bit wider than your own organization, but also in terms of how does Parliament work? Is it fulfilling its role of holding government to account and being true representatives of the people of South Africa, particularly at a time like this, Kathy, when many South Africans are without work, many South Africans are being crippled by poverty, and we are sitting with a government and a president that's facing grave allegations. There's a lot of work that Parliament now must do in the next coming months.
Why do you think you were particularly looked at for this post?
Well, I think, Kathy, I think that my tenure as the Deputy Chief Whip, I think I was able to demonstrate that I would be able to take on this additional responsibility and ascend to the Chief Whip position. But also, I have served as the national spokesperson of the party, as a spokesperson on health during the pandemic, and headed up comms as the head of communications in the party for 2-3 years before the elections of 2019. So I think I've earned my stripes, and I've got a particular passion for making Parliament work for South Africans in particular. And I've tried to really bring that to the fore in the work that I've been doing in my capacity as the Deputy Chief Whip.
Of course, this comes at a time where your organization, the DA, faces quite a lot of public scrutiny, particularly around the role of black leaders and those that have left the party, and some of the things that they've said about the organization internally in as far as the room for black people to take up leadership positions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, Kathy, I think no organization should ever rejoice when people leave. I think if an organization is poorer for the people that do leave. And also, secondly, I think that what's also, though, important is to remember that a lot of South Africans, particularly patriotic South Africans, many of whom are my former colleagues, are also discovering and figuring out ways in which they can serve their country. Some people have gone on to start grassroots organizations and the like. And so we should never actually also discredit people when they say, this is no longer the vehicle for me. I want to leave and find a new political home or a new way to serve my country. But it also is incumbent on the leadership of the DA to continuously introspect about the culture within the organization. And my commitment to the caucus that I'll be leading, and I think to the people of South Africa at home, is that is something that I want to make sure that as the leader of the caucus is that I continuously make sure that I've got my finger on the pulse. Are people happy? Are people feeling seen? But are people being impactful in the roles that they play? It's unfortunately, it is the duty of leadership that you've got to also cultivate a culture that people can resonate with.
New DA Chief Whip in Parliament, Siviwe Gwarube. Congratulations again, and of course, more from her as she takes on this role. It's just gone.